Warning, this video contains bad pronunciation of Chinese names. Caution is advised.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel and welcome back to China United. So we are 32 games into the season and we are in a point of contention. So we've managed to reach the playoffs after an awful period. It's been a long time since our previous game. That previous game was... When was our previous game? It's been such a long time that I can't even remember. Let me just check that. So professional. Let me take a quick look and see. Who did we have in this one? It was Bolton, of course. I thought it was a bit of a weird one. Yes, so we played Bolton, which was hit, and we got the win there. So we have been on a very good run of form since then. We did lose to Aldershot in the FA Cup, but we beat Bishop Stortford and Carlton in the Build-A-Best FA Trophy, meaning we are through to the quarterfinals. I don't know who we'll be playing just yet. We have also got a few good wins in the league under our belts. We did lose to Accrington and drew with Oldham after a hell of a comeback, scoring in the 93rd and 95th minute. Not a bad turnaround. Otherwise, a good run of form. Like the last two games, we have kept clean sheets as well, but we have got two big games. We've got Cambridge United, who are 4th, and Wigan, who are 3rd. And as you can see by the table, if we make it even a little bit bigger, we can see we are sitting in 6th place, and Wigan and Cambridge are just above us. We could even possibly go above Cambridge if we get the win today, which I'm hopeful. You never know, we may be able to. Bayer Toure has certainly upped his game. We were criticising him previously about his kind of goal tally and how he's been performing, but he's got 20 goals now this season and he has certainly started to perform a little better. 30 years old now, so his physicals are slightly declining, but he's still got enough pace to really get him by and decent enough finishing for this level that I'm happy with it. We have changed formation slightly to a 4-4-2, but before we get into details with that, we will show you the ins and outs because we obviously have had the transfer window. With that transfer window, we had some ins and we did have plenty of outs. Obviously, there were a bunch of players who were leaving in January anyway. Transfers already arranged, but one of the big ones that did leave was Chen Xiaojian, our right back. A good player, a very good looking player for us who performed well, played 80 games for us in total. It's a shame to lose him, but we've got replacements in place. That's absolutely fine, but there are a few players that we did bring in. Now, obviously, Zhang Yufeng was one of the players that was already on a pre-signed deal, was just going to come in January. I mean, stats aren't great. Mentals are pretty decent, though. Bravery as a 1, which, I mean, I'm not completely happy with. And 5 aggression just means he doesn't really care. But we'll take it. Abdul Hamid has actually been quite good for us. Quite versatile player, which is quite nice. Nothing spectacular, but again, can fill in a lot of roles, so I'm not too bothered. It's okay. Subi is the next one. He's been a decent centre-half for us. Some good physical attributes. 22 years old, so plenty of room to develop and continue to grow. Positioning's very good. And some good marking, heading and tackling. The kind of basics of a defender, which is just what you want for a centre-half. Then we got Chen Karui, who's again extremely versatile, a great player to have really, just generally. Nothing spectacular again, but good to just kind of slot in wherever you may need him. Then we've got Lin Jumbo. Yeah, he's under 23s, never going to play. Chen Binbin, a winger, a left midfielder / wing back, but seems to have played all over the place as well. And again, physically and mentally not bad. It's just technically lacking quite a lot, which is not amazing. And then we finally got Dong Yu, who's probably the replacement that has been brought in to kind of fill Xiaojian's shoes for the time being. 30-year-old, some decent physicals. He's got 14 long throws, which isn't bad. Other than that, technicals aren't great, but good aggression, bravery and determination, which is always nice. And then teamwork and work rate as well. He's works hard. At fullback, that's probably the least you need to do okay there, and he does do that absolutely fine. So, as I mentioned, we are playing Cambridge, and this is the formation we've started to play. So we've been playing wing play. So it's a pressing wing play. So we are pressing the team, but we are looking down the widths. We've got some good wingers. Unfortunately, Lu Fuzhang will be leaving us at the end of the season to join Qingdao, who seems to be the club we feed all our players into. Otherwise, this is kind of the lineup we have been going for generally. Nothing too much changes. Gao Zunyi can sometimes play centre or left back depending on who we've kind of got. We've got a few injuries too. Zubo Peng Fei, who's been quite a decent right back option since coming into the side. The 16-year-old looks pretty decent, especially with the kind of mental attributes so high early on in his career. Certainly a player that could develop. But Gao Yang and Quang Long will be up top today with Huang Zhang, Lu Fuzhang on either side, with Zhang Yufeng and Zhang Hao in the middle. Abdul Hamid, Zunyi, Subi and Chenji at the back with Hong Tao in goal. We've got real faces on the back four for the first time, I think, ever, which is quite funny for this save. Not something I was really, to be honest, expecting, especially at the start with kind of how things were going. But we'll get straight into the game. Hopefully we can get a nice, easy victory. I wouldn't say it's not going to be easy, but I'm hoping we can get something out of the game. A win would be obviously preferable with kind of the run-in and the table looking as it is. We've obviously also got Yeovil coming up after these two games today, which, again, they're fighting for a playoff spot. So that was close. So we've got a good few games that are going to be tough ones, and hopefully the boys can kind of up their game and stick to performing well and kind of carry that form into those games. But it looks like Cambridge United have started the better of the two sides. With the ball coming across, Finney is on the edge of the box, looks to run towards it. Hamity, who is Abdul, otherwise known as. So just to let you know and remember that. But Hong Tao, he looks to play it with his feet. A long ball upfield. Can Quang Long get there? He's managed to. Gao Yang looks out wide to Huang Zhang. Okay, here we go. Can he get a ball into the box? Whip it across. He does. Gao Yang's with the header. It is headed clear by Turnbull. Is he able to get that? Yep, Hannah does get there and looks to play back to Davis, moving it forward to Finney. Then back to Davis again, who looks over the top this time. But we have received it once again into Yufeng. Over the top to Zhang. Oh, he's hit the post. And it is cleared by Magloire. Decent effort. Ball over the top. But Hong Tao's got there quite comfortably. We're only 10 minutes in and it's been action-packed so far. Let's see if we can give them a bit of a shout. Let's say encourage. Let's encourage the boys. Come on. Let's get something out of this. I know we can do this. Zhu Chenji with the header. Can you think that he does well to get that challenge in? Quang Long is now running at the defence. He plays it past one defender. If the players come across well, it's bounced very kindly, and the goalkeeper's in no man's land. And Quang Long is able to just slide that home. Lovely stuff. A great finish. And here we go again. 1-0. They look to be coming forward quickly here. Straight after the goal. Bit wary now. Well won by Subi. Can Gao Yang get there? He's snatched off him by Little. Budget. That's what I say. Unlike Chen Ji, who's just won the challenge. Oh, here we go. Through to Simpson. Saved by Hong Tao. Subi's probably got to get a bit closer to the man to cause him a bit more trouble rather than being so far away. But we can defend this corner, I'm sure. Can we get a head away? Chenji with that head. Lidl is there to start rotating that ball round again. But we are pressing. We have pushed up the field. This has got to be quite comfortable, really. Subi back to keeper. Hong Tao. That was scary times. He looked like a bit of a dodgy back pass, but Lu Fuzhang was able to nip that off the defender. Tries to play in Quang Long, who's not on his toes, and it wasn't a great pass, so neither player really shone there. But we do go forward again. Gao Yang into Quang Long. Plays it round to Huang Zhang. Can he fire? Saved by Hudson. A decent save, and he held it well. And we go forward again. It's been 13 minutes. Are we on key highlights or extended? We're on key highlights. This is crazy. This game is action-packed. Huang Zhang, though. Oh, there it is. 2-0. 13 minutes gone. And we are 2-0 up. It's not seemed like that suggests quite an easy game for us so far. It certainly hasn't been. But a great header to get that goal. And it's just what we wanted. Quang Long looking to get that back to Fu Zhang, who fires it across the box, and Huang Zhang is able to nod that into the far corner. He's done that a few times, and that's kind of what works well with this tactic. Fu Zhang and Huang Zhang both come in from either side when those crosses are an option. And the ball comes across. Gao Yang, the keeper's had a man. Gao Yang's popped it in. It's 3-0. We're kind of running away with things at the moment, and if anything, that scares me a little. Just because I don't know what's going to happen next. I feel like that they're going to just come back and nab things from us. But we're forward again. We're not holding up. It's crossed in again. Quang Long's not able to get there because Magloire's headed it clear. Zhang Hao, it's an interesting switch, but it is a switch nonetheless. Sun Yi does well to keep that in. Now, is he going to be able to get it back across? He does to Yu Feng. Maybe lays it off to Zhang Hao. Is he going to strike it, or are we going to look to go wide again? Which we tend to try and do because we do have that kind of extra man out there. I mean, it's not a great pass, and Hudson's picked that up comfortably. Oh, this is lovely football. I mean, I wasn't expecting this highlight to carry on for so long. But it is put by Huang Zhang. He probably could have done a little bit better there and got the goal. But hey, 3-0 in half an hour. I am very happy with that. Our XG is looking very good. Shots on target and shots in total are very positive. So we're performing very well. Zhu Chenji looks a little tired though. So we might have to see if we need to make a change and if we've got anyone who can on the bench. But Huang Zhang now coming forward once again. 37 minutes on the clock. Fires it. Again, not quite strong enough strike to trouble Hudson. Huang Zhang into Fu Zhang. Now let's work it. Let's work it, boys. Come on. I mean, he's lost that there. But Zhang Yufeng into Zhang Hao. How can you do, Zhang Hao? Lu Fu Shang. Zhang Hao. Lu Fu Shang. Shang Hao. Quang Long. Yufeng. We're keeping the ball very nicely. Gao Yang into Quang Long. Come on. Fire it home. Oh, it's a dodgy effort, really. He's fired it quite centrally. So, again, comfortable for Hudson. We're working hard, I can tell, because the boys are getting tired very, very quickly. I've certainly got an eye on some players who may need to be taken off at some stage, but hopefully not too soon, as they are looking to break now from our corner. Can we nullify this attack before it gets too dangerous? He is played back to Little once again. Ball over the top to Nukwu, who found that space, but Subi was able to come across and clears it very, very well. That's the positioning that we spoke about. He's got the positional awareness and he was able to get there comfortably ahead of the player and nip that off him. But it is half time. What are we going to do? I think I'm going to leave it for now. If there is any issues with any players getting tired, anything like that, we will look to sub them off quite early on. That is something that I have found. It certainly helps the team. As soon as a player gets too tired, get him off. Again, resting players straight after games because the season's so jam-packed with how many cups goes on and how many league games we've got. Resting the players for 1 or maybe even 2 days after a game can often just giving us that energy to be able to keep that pressing game going and the high intensity work rate we've got. But you can see here that because we've got our wingers on attacking attributes, they will look to bomb forward and get push up right near the strikers, and our midfielders will have a lot of work to do, but it is helped by the likes of Gao Yang or Shinji who drops in at that deep lying forward role. I mean, it's a lovely goal by Cambridge United. I was just praising my team and then we go and concede a goal, but it was good football in the end. They've done very well there to work that space out right. Subi comes in and it looks like the fullback Zunji wasn't quite able to get across quick enough, and he's just in an open space in the middle, which is a bit of a shame considering how many players are around him. But we've got a highlight straight from kickoff. Does this mean that we can bounce straight back and get a goal? Get that three goal lead once again to secure the 3 points. Gao Yang out to Huang Zhang, who is looking to run inside again. Yu Feng's got it. Looks at that 1-2. Gao Yang, though, he does pop it home. Oh, that is beautiful stuff. Got a bit lucky with Turnbull coming in and kind of blocking that half chance. But Gao Yang was able to latch on to the end of that pass from Yu Feng. Let's get that name right, because he needs the credit for that. Because he held off, played it perfectly. Turnbull's slide wasn't quite able to cut that out as well. And Gang Yao pops it home, 4-1. All right, so we have moved the boys around a little bit. We've kind of brought on a couple of players. Cheng Long's come back into centre half. Dong Yu's at right back now. Yang Peng's come on with Yu Feng moving out to the right-hand side. And that means Heimiti is sitting up top in that deep-lying forward role. Gang Yang, the goal scorer of the last goal, has come off now. Just to, again, like I say, rest the players, give them enough time to recover and hopefully be ready for the next game. We'll likely, again, give them an extra rest day for the upcoming game. But it looks like we will get the win in this one. Lee Cheng Long with that clearance. It doesn't look like anyone's going to get there, and they're going to come forward one more time in the last few minutes of the half. But Zunyi heads clear in that one. And we should hopefully get the 3 points, and it should end up being quite a comfortable victory. But we may even get a 5th goal here. Quang Long now looking back. Heimiti fires it in. Abdul Hamid. I mean, a great goal. What a strike. I was not expecting that sort of rifling effort from the kind of fullback, or the player that we've been playing at fullback. Maybe his prowess in front of goal should be used a little more often. We might have to see how that goes. But Quang Long does well, plays it across, and he's fired that in. No mercy. 5-1. So the last minute of the game, Cambridge United coming forward one more time. I mean, it's been a fantastic performance from the boys. I'm very, very happy with it. From the start, it was very end-to-end, but we were able to get the first 3 goals of the game, which kind of secured things for us, I think, and it allowed us to kind of relax a bit. But Quang Long is through again. Hudson does make the save, but it's quite clear that they are pushing for it, and we can get those balls over the top. Quang Long can exploit that space in behind, but there's not long to go now. I think this is going to be it. The last free kick of the game. And hopefully we can take this win and go into the next one against Wigan and continue a good run of form. There we have it then. It is 5-1 with a good amount of goal scorers there. A wide range of players. The boys are looking very, very happy with their performance, which they should do. I was very happy. It was a great result. 5-1 against their promotion rival is certainly something that's going to boost our morale. And getting a win against Wigan could be massive. If we get that win and the game advantage we do have on them, we will leapfrog them in the league. So it does give us a big, big advantage if we can get the win in the next game. That certainly has helped us in reaching that goal of getting automatic promotion. But the next one will really show if we can do this and if we've got the beans to do so. All right, so we are at game day. Wigan Athletic are the guests at the Stadium of Light for today's game. Abdul Hamid has come up with a cold, so we'll be out for a couple more days, unfortunately. So with that in mind, I think we will bring in Peng Fei. He's been doing very, very well otherwise. Some good bit of pace on him, good marking technique, all that stuff. So why not bring him in for a performance? Other than that, I don't really want to change anything. The boys did so well in the last game. There's no point changing it. I will bring Zhang Minji onto the bench for Yang Peng just because he's fantastic. There's no point leaving him out. And Wu Yao can come in for Chen Ting as well. Otherwise, I think we will leave it at that. The same team as last time, just Peng Fei coming in at right back. We can see we are a little weaker in the attacking areas, but I'm still confident. I think we can still get something out of the game, even if it's a draw. I will take at this stage. There's still plenty of games to go in the season and plenty of time to get a good performance out of the boys to really push for that automatic promotion. I mean, if we can get a couple of games under our belts to catch up, certainly we'll then be in with a good chance because we're not that far away. And as soon as we get to the 63 mark, the Shrewsbury Wigan all drop a couple of points. we're in with a chance still. But I think I'm reasonably confident that we'll be in the playoffs either way. So we may have quite a big end to the season if that is the case. Meng Peng Fei, though, with a cross in, is headed clear by Sangere. And Taylor is looking to break with some fantastic pace there. Looks through to Nom, who is going to fire a goal, and Hong Tao had that covered. It looked like it may have even gone wide. So nothing really troublesome. But they do now have a corner, which very much could be. Okay. There was one highlight in that half. Nothing to shout about at the moment. What do we do? They have been very much dominating the game. Maybe we look to bring Gao Yang off, chuck Minji on. He tends to be able to kind of get play going, dripping that slightly deeper. The 18-year-old's got some good technique, good passing, and even vision and work rate's good as well. And that little bit of flair can change a game, certainly. So I think that is something we will do, and we'll leave it at that for half-time. See how things start to go in the second half. If we get a bit more grasp on the game, we will see. But it is blocked, the free kick. And then, once again, the long-range effort. Randall's in there. Peng Fei. I trusted you, man. I brought you in. At right back. Could have brought Dong Yu in. But you've given away a penalty. And I'm just disappointed. Mason. Can he capitalise? Hong Tao nearly saved that. Oh my. I would have been so happy. Yet he didn't. So we are 1-0 down. We will have to go attacking because we need a bit more out of the boys. I can't shout because it's a highlight. Let me shout at my team. Demand more from the boys. I want more out of you. Here we go. This is our attack. And this is our goal. I can feel it. I can feel it in my bones. That's not a great ball. They do have it now. And they are looking over the top to Nom. Please. I said our goal, not yours. Ooh, that was close. Was that a save? Looks like Hong Tao saved that. Not a bad save then. Really, if you take a look at that. I can't ask for more yet. Merry with the ball in. Osho. It's headed over by Osho. Come on, boys. Come on, boys. Get Sam in, mate. I don't want to go very attacking because that never works. Like, what is the point in the very attacking option? Because it just speeds the game to the end. Maybe I should look into it. I'm sure Zealand's done some sort of video on it that probably explains why it happens like it does. But Huang Chang back post! Oh, he's hit the bar. Has that hit the bar twice? Oh, man, so gutting. We have started to look a bit better now that we're on the attacking foot. Quang Long receives the throw-in into Minji, who looks over to Fu Shang, who is that a headed cross? I don't think I've ever seen a headed cross before. But there's a big clearance, and we have got it once again. It looks longer to Huang Zhang, who's going to possibly play it back. And then Minji's not going to win that header from Peng Fei. But Zhang Hao into Yu Feng, into Chang Long. Can he look around that corner? He does. Fu Shang! Interesting why he went for the right foot, which is his weaker foot, by quite a distance. I'd have thought he'd wanted to bring that across and then maybe take it in front of the fullback, but it was his decision, not mine. He's the professional. I'm only his coach, and he should listen to me all the time. But that's fine. No, don't. I don't want to hear it. Don't want to hear it. He knows what he's doing. All right, there you go. So we have brought on Li Chenglong at left back and Huang Hui in the middle of the park, hoping they can do something. I don't think they will. Only a couple of minutes left, and the fact that we haven't really done much using the opportunities we have had kind of, I think, sums up today. It's been quite a disappointing effort in the game against Wigan after such a fantastic result against Cambridge. But we've still got a chance here. I don't want to say too much too soon, but Cheng Long, initial cross was blocked. Can he look to fire another one in? Does play it back to Huang Hui, who may even be able to do so. Huang Zhang. Oh, Zhang Minji. There it is! Get in! 1-1. That is exactly what we wanted to see. Oh, what a turnaround. I mean, I have to say, I was quite pessimistic just before that goal. But we had been looking a lot better. We had been looking the better side in the second half. The slight change of personnel in the middle. And Zhang Minji gets the goal. The substitute at half-time. I'm not saying I'm the best manager in the world, but with those sort of substitutions, I might possibly be. That's nowhere near offside. I don't even know why we're seeing a couple of lines there. Hopefully, they now don't go and score. Let's just go a bit cautious. It won't change yet, will it? Oh, it does. It did there. Now I'm scared that they're going to just score and we're going to end up losing, even though we haven't. But hang on. No, this can't be. It can't be happening, can it? It might do. Minji fires a goal. Oh, it's just wide. Oh, if that had gone in, that would have been a hell of a steal of a game. I mean, we have been the better side in the second half, so I'm not saying we don't deserve it, certainly. I think it would probably be best if we just draw, but if we can nab a win, I will not be complaining. Kwanglong does go up for the header, isn't quite able to win that, and Wigan do have the ball. I think this might be coming to the end. I mean, it's a missed header. And Nom is through on goal. Oh, he's offside. Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God. I thought we just... That missed header's cost us the game. Oh, boy. Whew, that was close. Okay, you can blow the whistle now, ref. Because I'm getting tired. And I wanna just end the game there, 1-1. Just end it there. Just end it there. We don't want any more. We're happy with that. We're happy with 1-1. Wigan, do you want to take a 1-1? I know you probably don't want to take it, but shall we? Like, we were on the front foot. I suggest you just take the... What is going on with the time? We're a minute over. Don't give me this. Come on. I thought Peng Fei was going to just smash it into his own net then. But there it is. I have full confidence in him. That's why I brought him in. We have got the draw. A good comeback. We could have even got something a bit more from the game. I'd be hesitant to say, but we're 5th in the table, just behind Cambridge, and obviously 6 points behind Wickham and Wigan there as well. So we have got a game in hand. So there's every opportunity we can start crawling things back, even with that draw against Wigan, but. Still in the playoffs, still in with a chance of promotion in our first year in League 2. And hopefully that does come about. We have found out who our opponents are for the FA Trophy quarterfinal, which is Chesterfield. So if we get to the semis, I might actually bring you that. But I think we might look for the Mansfield-Swindon games. They might be the 2 next games. So a couple of lower mid-table sides. Hopefully at that point we'd have got a bit more closer, and as you can see they're there. So a couple of mediocre teams rather than top teams in the next episode, I think. But I hope you did enjoy. Like, subscribe and all that good stuff, and I will catch you in the next one. Goodbye.